Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Marvel Studios' Echo, the Disney Plus series that, it's basically female Daredevil, kind of, sort of, not really. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 13, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Vincent Donofrio is in it as Kingpin. He's very good. And he narrates the trailer, and the trailer's good. I gotta say, the trailer is good. Now, is the show good? I don't know. It's a weird show because essentially you already have Daredevil, Marvel, a guy who's blind, okay? So he's in the group that you desperately want to show, virtue signal everybody that you're part of, I think. But you instead created one that's even more, it's got two, Echo has two handicaps. She's deaf, and she has one leg, I think, or one foot. And she's a superhero. And I think she's from an indigenous tribe or something. So, and a woman. So, like, it wasn't enough Daredevil was in it. It's kind of the same show. Kind of the same show. But, okay. Why not just create new shows? Like, why go to all this trouble? You spent millions and millions of dollars to acquire the Marvel Universe, and then the first thing you do is like, oh, okay, how can we get rid of all the popular characters and replace them? Like, you don't gain the old audience by doing that. You just alienate them. Okay, Kingpin's in it, and Vincent Donofrio is a pretty good actor, but the rest of us, I don't know. Like, who is this person? Okay, I assume she was in the comic books for a short time, probably to very lackluster sales, right? If at all. I don't even know if this one was a comic book, but I do know the rumors are they shot this show twice, like in full, like shot the entire show twice. So goes the rumor. And now it looks super violent and bloody. But this is a D plus show. I thought all the D plus shows were not going to be quite so bloody and violent. So why not just keep the Netflix guys who did the incredibly popular Daredevil series that everybody raved about? If you were going to keep them. I mean, if you were going to take over the IPs, why not keep those guys? It makes no sense. Like, it's like the studio's like, no, we have to do it on our own. You're just a company. Just make the money. Echo, create. And why start Echo first if she's part of the Daredevil universe, right? You're supposed to be doing, your priority should have been to reboot Daredevil, like, immediately. That should have been like one of the first characters that came back, right? You're coming off the Netflix series. Okay, the third season, I hear, wasn't great, but still, everybody raved about it. Everybody loved it. Why not go right into it? If it's going to be this bloody anyway, you're telling me, oh, we were going in a different direction with She-Hulk. Yeah, you emasculated the character and turned it into a joke. And now you're going to try to bring it back all serious? No. Echo's the serious one. Daredevil will be something else. Why? Why make these changes? So some Hollywood guy who's a showrunner or a director or a producer can say, oh, no, I changed the character. That's usually the reason, in my experience. Changes to change things to take the credit. Are you going to take credit for a show that nobody watches? Most likely. All episodes streaming in January 10th. Sure. Okay. January 10th. Whoever's left on D plus by that point, because it's the end of the year, and it's when people start to go, man, Christmas cost me a fortune. Oh God, the credit card bills are coming in. Why am I paying for Disney Plus? Did we even watch a show on Disney Plus in the last 3 months? That's what I think people are going to do. Now, that being said, some of this trailer looks pretty intense. But it doesn't seem like a D plus show. It doesn't seem like part of the Marvel universe you've been building with wacky characters and goofy branding. Okay, now you're going to go serious on us. It's a little late for that. And what is this? What is this scene? Is she giving birth in the woods? You're going to have this scene. When you were going off all goofy and weird, all goofy Marvel. Hey, it's wacky Marvel on D plus, everybody. Woo! Oh, here's a woman giving birth in the middle of the woods, screaming. Who wants to see this? Is this a female audience? I don't think it is. I don't think anybody wants to see this. No one. There's like not an audience for the main character going off into the woods and I guess giving birth in the middle of the woods by herself. There's not an audience for this scene. It's Marvel is a comic book company, or it was. It was supposed to be action and adventure. Now there's action in this, but it's all dark. It's all very dark and dreary. And in the background of the trailer, they've got which I guess is to represent her deafness. And they're going to try to represent that. Okay. Like, you're going to try to show people in an action, ostensibly an adventure show, what it's like to be deaf to and handicapped with one foot. Why? Why do that? No one wants to see that in this type of show. You have this schizophrenic pitch. Like, oh, it's going to be very serious about what it's like to be deaf and handicapped and a woman and indigenous. And what kind of show is this? Oh, it's action adventure. That's not action adventure. Okay? That's just not action adventure. Action adventure is light and fun. There's some comedy in it. This is supposed to be oh so serious, but it takes place in the Marvel Universe with Spider-Man and the Hulk and the Avengers and all those people. All you do by placing this kind of universe within that universe is drag those characters down too. Because like, oh, well, why doesn't Captain America help the poor girl out? Or Hawkeye or all these other characters? Oh, they're busy. Or maybe they don't care. Which I guarantee you will be one of the lines, because I've seen that sort of theme in the Marvel stuff. Like, oh yeah, oh the Avengers, where are they? Like, that's not the way the comic books work. It's just not. Now you could argue that Daredevil's dark and gritty and crime-ridden. True. That is true. Up to a point, there was still some lightness to it. And it didn't get bogged down in so many different identity politics issues that you couldn't sort through it. It was one. It was simple. You have to keep this stuff simple and streamlined. Imagine trying to describe this show to your friends. Hey, what's this show? I watch this show Echo. I love it. What's it about? Oh, it's about this deaf, one-footed superhero who's from an indigenous tribe, and I guess she had a baby out of wedlock too, and her associate is a gangster. Like, you're already like, what? What are you talking about? Then you describe Daredevil, what it's about. Oh, it's about a blind lawyer who's a superhero. One sentence. This is the problem with a lot of people in Hollywood. They've forgotten the basics. And the basics are one sentence. to describe everything. Echo, the handicapped superhero, not a great pitch. Daredevil, the blind lawyer secret superhero, it's an okay pitch. Daredevil itself, the name, is like, you're a daredevil. You're kind of an adventurer. What is Echo? Echo. What is that? That's not a name. It doesn't mean anything. Well, it means something, but it's like, it doesn't give you the, oh, that sounds cool. It's like, oh, who's Echo? What's Echo? Oh, that's the name of the character. Oh, why is her name Echo? Does she, do certain things that involve an echo? Not really. I guess that might have something to do with her superpower. I forget, but my God. I mean, Vincent Donofrio is a great actor, but can he carry this entire show on his back? I don't think he can. He's not the main character. There's going to be scenes with her, and the scenes apparently involved flashbacks, her looking very grim, and guys shooting each other. I mean, it's not a pleasant thing to see guys shot and people killed. And this, what is this? This is in black and white, so I assume it takes place in the past. Are you going back into the past to explain, I don't know, colonization, I'm going to guess? This, I think, is probably the result of a strike. I thought the rumor was this show was finished for at least the second time. I think there may have been even a third time. And they were still going to shelve it. But now with the strike, oopsie, we've got nothing to put on Disney Plus. So, this just looks awful. Despite Vincent Donofrio. It just makes me, I look at the show and I go, I really wish they'd do a Daredevil like this. I really wish they'd just take Echo out of this and put Daredevil right into it. Because then it would work. So whatever. So another Marvel Studios thing, Disney Plus and Hulu, if you want to see it. I mean, it's just my opinion. I know I'm going to get wrecked in the comments by you Disney Marvel stans who apparently will literally buy anything if it's got the M and D stamped on it. But there's better stuff out there. I mean, Marvel did better stuff in the comics. What is this? Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. I will be tonight at the Heavy Reel Brewery in Seaside Heights, New Jersey at 7 p.m. for my talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil. Hope to see you there. We'll see you in the next one.